after my EP came out, I realized that that was the key to working through these difficult moments,
Hmm.
was to write about it and let it set me free. But I do have fun stuff that I love to fall back on and use to lift my spirits.
Welcome, everybody, to Casting for Two, the podcast, as always, hosted by me, Chris. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 548, almost at the 550 mark. Some personal news. I survived COVID for the second time. Super fun. Unfortunately, not fun. Wear a mask, people. It kind of threw everything out of loop, so I'm sorry this episode didn't come out earlier. I'll just go right into it. My guest today, returning, is the wonderful and beautiful Nicole Marxen. Is back promoting her new album that came out, her debut album. She released an EP a while ago. Now this is her new album called Thorns, available right now. Everybody go pick it up. My first chat with Nicole was so wonderful and so lovely, and she's just an all-around wonderful person. So I was so happy to have her back on the podcast and to talk about the new her album, which again, very, very beautiful, very emotional, haunting. It stays with you. It's just lovely. Just I could use more words, but I feel like I've used the words that resonated with me. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, so again, go pick up the album Thorns, available now. But I'm done talking because we need to get into this episode. All right, so everybody sit back, relax, and Nicole, take it away. I mean, a lot's happened in our last chat. I don't even know when it was. It was a while ago. It was back in episode 416. I don't even know. But how does it feel to have a vinyl?
Oh my God. You know what? Like I just I just got it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like I put in the order in like April,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a long process.
Right.
It takes, once everything is approved, the company that I use took about a month to send it through the pressing plant.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just got them yesterday. It's my first vinyl. Honestly, I cried.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a dream come true. So yeah, it was crazy to hold it in my hands. I I am very obsessive about projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like two modes that
Mm-hmm.
I'm in basically when I'm working on something. It's either I'm in the creating phase
Yeah.
or I'm in the facilitating the dream phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished writing this record in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some lyrics came together in 2021, but
Yeah.
the bulk of it happened in 2020. And it's like once I was done with that, I was in like album mode.
Yeah.
And yesterday, when I received the vinyl, it's like the spell had been broken, that I could finally like be like, I did the thing, you know? Do you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You've been in, like this prep mode, and all of a sudden you receive your work, and it's just like, oh, now I can relax? Question mark? Like this is done. So I get it.
yeah, and because even though the record's been mastered since last year, like I
Mm-hmm.
would still pick apart certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Say like, oh, I wish we had done that, or is this good? I don't know. And yesterday, I finally was able to be on the other side of that,
Yeah.
to just appreciate what I've done. I've done my job here. Now it's for anybody that listens to it.
Right. Right. Is And when you were saying you were picking apart, in the mastering, and so like, is it hard for you to say, not goodbye to a song, but just like, okay, I need to stop. I need to shift gears. Like, the song is at a point where I just can't do anymore because you got to move things along.
I am pretty good about having a sense of um, feeling complete,
Okay.
especially in the writing phase. I I don't really consider myself a musician.
Hmm.
I didn't grow up playing music or anything.
Yeah.
So for me, I have this very naive way that I write songs, and I
Hmm.
can only, I can program and get things to a certain point, but I don't play drums or
Hmm.
guitar or bass or anything. I just play keys and then sing, obviously. But I can only push it so far before I need a collaborator, so a
Mm.
band or my producer to help me fill in the gaps. Um, so I'm really comfortable with getting to rough drafts
Hmm.
to know exactly, and I can communicate like I want the drum. Here's my sketch of what I think the drums should do,
Yeah.
or this synth sounds like how I want the guitars to sound. But for me, like when I hit that point,
Hmm.
I just instantly know that okay, it's time to go to the studio now.
Right. Right. Is it hard for you to find collaborators that will uh, be able? I'm not saying like just to you to be able to convey your ideas and also just kind of uh, uh, be able to accomplish them.
So I've been working with the same producer since 2015.
Hmm.
And I mean, we're just buddies. He speaks my language.
Gotcha.
His name is Alex Bohr. He actually scored the Halo game that came out a
Yes. Yeah. I remember. Yes. Yeah. 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 I remember chatting about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wonderful. And I mean, he can finish my sentences. We're so close. So with him, I have absolute trust
Hmm.
that he is going to help me get to where I want to go.
Hmm.
And very exciting news. I have a band now.
Yeah.
We've had 3 band practices.
Hmm.
They are wonderful. So we'll be playing shows soon. But yeah, I'm really excited to hopefully write with them someday. And um, yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, yeah. I on the one hand, I'm just like listening to you. I'm just like you absolutely are a musician. If you play the keys, it's fine. It's good. You can call yourself a musician. And on the other
Thank
hand,
you.
and then my brain goes like, I would never call myself a musician. I just drum. That's it. So I get both sides, but in your case, I'm like, you're a musician because you also you do the singing, you do the writing. I mean, I'm just like, no, that you, yeah, we're gonna get bumper stickers that say Nicole Marxen is a musician, and you can sell them.
Okay, I love it.
So, but so hearing that you finished the songs, or had a bulk of them written in 2020, um, do they hit the same way today as they did? Like, are you still relating to that person who wrote them back then? I know it's a couple of years, but I'm just very curious.
Yeah, I definitely. I really, I really pushed myself to get out of my comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
writing this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as you know, my EP
Mm-hmm.
that came out in 2021 focused on um, the grieving process of my mom,
Yes.
grieving my mom's death. And after that, I felt like I couldn't go back to using music as escapism.
Mm.
Like I used to hide behind, I would never write personal songs. Like they
Yeah.
were always about a character or, some made up fantasy world, which I love
Mm-hmm.
that, but it was like almost as if when I wrote about real hard stuff that I I felt like it was important to keep saying more.
Mm-hmm.
That was difficult. And I mean, that's where the name of the record comes from. Like, I see each song as a different thorn. Like,
Mm.
the truth stings,
Yeah.
but a rose is still beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really pushed myself to write about difficult things. Um, yeah, there's the next single that is coming out. It's called The Executioner.
Mm.
And I mean it's about cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
Um and just not knowing what to do about it, not knowing how to feel and just sitting in the uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
um aspect of it. And yeah, there's a lot of songs like that. Like, I'm not pretending to have any answers,
Mm-hmm.
but I do want to explore. I want to explore what I have to say.
Yeah. Does it
I think
also?
we live.
Oh no,
I think
sorry.
we
Go.
live in a time when we're like we're so careful. We're
Mm-hmm.
so careful about what we say, and um, I I just I want to be okay with being imperfect
Mm-hmm.
and with the openness to hear and change.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of going through, was there a song on the album that just took a little bit extra time, whether the lyrics or the music, just something wasn't clicking?
Blood of Mine
Mm.
was a hard one. The song came super quickly
Mm-hmm.
instrumentally. Um, but I went back and forth on what it was about for a really long time. It's almost like I didn't want for it to be about what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there was a lot of resistance there. So
From who? From you?
from me.
Okay.
um, like, it kind of has this, yeah, there's a lot of blood imagery,
Mm,
vampire aspect, but I mean, truly, it's about alcoholism.
mm.
Um, and yeah, it's that thing again where it's like, ugh, really? I have to write about this? Wanna.
So after you write something, that you're in this dark headspace, or this headspace you don't necessarily want to be in, are you ever just like, where somebody turn on some Sesame Street, I just want an escape? Do you ever have that moment?
I mean, for me, songs are this really therapeutic
Mm,
experience, especially with writing about difficult stuff.
yeah.
It's I After my EP came out, I realized that that was the key to working through these difficult moments,
Hmm.
was to write about it and let it set me free. But I do have fun stuff that I love to fall back on and use, to lift my spirits. I'm a big cat lover.
Yes.
So yeah, I went through some really difficult stuff last year and this year, and pretty much immediately after it was done, I found a sweet little baby angel kitten in my neighborhood
Mm.
and started fostering him. And it has been so fun.
Okay.
Um, I want to keep fostering cats,
Yeah.
but I love them so much. They're so good.
No, I get it. I get it. My girlfriend has some friends that they have a dog, and they live a little bit out in the country ish. But they've noticed that some people just, stray dogs will just come wandering, or dogs that other people don't want, they'll just dump out there. And they're good people, so they're just, well, I guess we're gonna take care of this dog, and it's just, uh, uh it's very commendable and wonderful, but after some point, it's just like, how many can we do? Like, we got daytime jobs, we got like, what's we're gonna have how many? So I get where, fostering is very rewarding. um but at the end of the day, animals are so cute. It's hard to
Animals
say
are
no.
good. We don't, us humans don't deserve them.
Yes, exactly. It really should be the opposite. Planet of the Apes style, except with all animals. I'd be fine with that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, right now I have 5 cats in my house.
Uh-huh. And is your husband's not allergic to cats? Was that one of the
Yeah, he's not allergic to
okay,
cats. He's a cat
okay.
lover as well.
There we go. Yeah, I feel like that would have to be like uh before you guys got together, like on your questionnaire, are you allergic to cats? Because no, it's not gonna work. No.
Yes, it is a good measuring stick if someone's going to work out or not.
But so, and then we talked about the song that was, took a little bit more time to work out. What was the flip side, the opposite? What was the song that just kind of came together a little bit easier than the rest?
Oh God. Um, the f- the first 3 or 4 songs.
Hmm.
So Ride, I wrote in a day.
Oh, okay.
Lullaby, I wrote in a day as well. Um, yeah, it was like those first couple weeks of the pandemic,
Mm.
like these four songs just like shot out. So Ride, Lullaby, Path of Fire, and Destroyer.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was really fun, honestly. And um it's funny, I haven't written a song in a few years.
Uh-huh.
Now that I understand my process
Mm.
more, that I just trust that when I'm ready, I'll probably like, who knows, like rent a cabin out in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
for a week and just see what is possible. And I'm sure that it will all come. But yeah, knowing it's like my body just knows, okay, it's time to immerse ourselves in this.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool that you have this awareness, or that like, okay, now's not the time. And then you're like you said, your body will let you know, okay, now's the time to be writing. I've always just kind of wondered, like, I'm envious of the people that can quote unquote turn it on and off, because I'm just like, how do you do that? Like, what training have you, what CIA training have you been through where you can just do that? It
I'll
makes no
have to
sense to me.
update you if it works or not. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sure, but that's what I keep telling myself.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I just feel like it hits when it hits. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And so, just kind of um hearing that you have a band now. Is there a song off the album that you're uh a little bit more excited to play in front of people?
Hmm. Um, so I have been playing Thorns and Destroyer
Mm.
by myself
Hmm.
since I've been playing, which is crazy. I've been playing solo since 2021. But Destroyer with a full band is so much more fun.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for the Executioner. Um, Ride was one that I thought like that was going to be my first cut
Mm.
on a set list, but actually playing it live with the band, it's really fun. I think it gets into the groove immediately and keeps chugging along. So it'll be interesting to see which ones feel good, but right now those three are awesome.
Nice, nice. And so, a question that I've been asking people, and there's never a right or wrong answer, but I'm very curious to what you say. To you, what makes a perfect song?
Mm. To me, I see the perfect song as a spell that is successful.
Mm.
So, let's use the witch's cauldron as as a metaphor
Yes, yes,
here.
yeah. Everyone can
So
relate.
we're getting all of our herbs and we're
Yeah.
throwing them in the cauldron, and it's all perfect. And just feeling really good about the writing process,
Mm.
and then you know the finished product almost being this surprise
Hmm.
that you didn't know it could be that good.
Mm.
uh, those are my favorite songs. where it's like I didn't expect this one to really hit with people,
Mm-hmm.
and I've enjoyed every bit of the process to make it a reality. Um, yeah, my favorite songs are the ones that like come the most naturally.
Yeah.
It's like I know exactly what synth tones I'm using. I can just hear it so clearly. Yeah, and then being pleasantly surprised with the outcome.
Hmm. And just being like, oh, did I do that? What is that?
Yeah.
Did that work? What's going on here? Yeah. No, I get that. I get it. And so for the people at home who'd like to keep up with everything that you do, of course, pick up the album when it's available, as well as the vinyl. Where can they do all that?
Yeah, so I have a website. It's NicoleMarxen.com. I am on Bandcamp. And then the best way to keep in touch with me on social media is definitely Instagram. So my handle is Nico, Nico Marxen, Marxen.
There we go. In Bandcamp, they're still doing that thing on the first Friday, right?
I think so. Yeah. So August 1st?
Yeah,
No,
or second, August 2nd. Yeah,
August 2nd would be a good time
yeah,
um, to scoop it up, and I'll
yeah.
get all of the proceeds.
There we go. Yeah, and yeah.
Also, too, if anyone just wants to like send me a message too, like, yeah, I'm down for that. So,
There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much for chatting with me, Nicole. Again, you're always one of the people who I'm always happy to keep up with and see what you're doing. And when I saw that you had the album coming out, I got really excited, and I think all your music's beautiful. So I'm excited to. I know this one's coming out, but I'm also excited for more stuff because I'm selfish. So
oh, thank you. Thanks so much. That means the world to me.
of course, of course, and again, yeah, anytime you want to come back, just say the word. Um, but until then, you keep staying safe and healthy. Okay.
You too, Chris. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.